Welcome to Houston, Texas, and the house Bill Yeoman and Andre Ware built, home to the Houston Cougars, where the fans are ready for liftoff. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport, a rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see a squad from the AAC, the Rice Owls, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Houston Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Rice ready to kick it off and get this game started. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Houston's offense will start this game off. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know different.
Oh, they knock it free. The defense pounced on that, and now they're headed the other way.
And, man, you know this guy dreamed of starting this game off right and running the football and positive and being the guy throughout the day, not coughing it up on the first carry. Going to have some resilience because he's going to get more totes, and he's got to make sure he's ready for them.
Great spot to start this drive for the offense. Looking to move it through the air. He makes the connection. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Finds his target down the middle. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I love defenses that can tackle the catch. Right away, they're not giving up any yak. As soon as that player has the ball, he goes down now.
Looking to throw, it's Warner. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. This field goal attempt is going to be an even 50-yarder. He boomed it through, a 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg.
I'll tell you, this is not an easy place to play on the road, especially at nighttime. This crowd, they get loud. That's the way it's been so far, but they have a nice drive to open it up. They're able to execute and put themselves in field goal range, knock it through the uprights. They did exactly what they needed to do, taking a 3-0 lead here early on the road. That's impressive.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Houston offense comes onto the field. And the fumble on that last drive could have been much worse, David.
They bailed him out. They held him to a field goal, so that's the good news. Now this offense has to get it going. Forget about the fumble, Jesse. Move on. Be positive.
And they're upset with themselves, too. They're an offense that pride themselves on ball security. Let's see what they do right here.
Unloads to the wideout. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Shakes off the defender. They'll make the stop, but the chains will move. It's a 1st down for Houston.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell, ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the 1st down.
And a nice job up front, too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go. Hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
This Houston offense about to snap it on 1st down again. He's looking to throw it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Smith dropping to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. The Cougars have it with a 1st and 10. He wants to throw. blasted as he lets it go. Working that left side. Knocked down immediately, but they couldn't stop him from getting the big gainer to the 30. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. Looking to throw it again. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Trying to escape and get it himself. He was able to squirt free and pick up just a few on that one. The biggest lie college football coaches tell is nameless, faceless opponent. David, game like this, you know their name and you know their face.
You know them well, and it does mean just a little bit more because it's bragging rights. Like, the rivalries matter so much. All throughout the year, all the fans talking about this game in particular, that's why it means more, and that's why these players will be jacked out of their minds.
They bring him down, and he's got a 1st and goal from the 10.
Well, the field goal kicker can step away from the net and go sit down, grab some water. They're not going to need him just quite yet. That was a great play call. Throwing the ball on 3rd and short in field goal range. They get the completion, now setting up 1st and goal.
He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer.
Yeah, and a great job by the offensive line, seeing the blitz, picking it up, and then it's on the running back. Running back finds a hole, gets a little bit of a crease, makes a nice run out.
A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior. Huge play in the red zone. 3rd and goal coming up. Powers forward. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And that's going to give us a tie ball game here in the 1st. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Campbell. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. He wants to throw. He just never got started going forward. A huge loss of 8 on the play. They'll come to the line and try to get out of this mess on 2nd down from the 5. Back to pass, it's Warner. Just a short pass to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out. Let's get some...
And down he goes back at the 3.
Well, the offense got themselves into trouble. They're back in their own end. It's an obvious passing situation, so the defense is just pinning their ears back, and they're trying to get after him. They could not allow him to escape, step up, get rid of the football. They take a sack very close to the goal line.
Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He gets it away from his own end zone. He's got great speed. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
And oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find...
Going for it all. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming.
Man, it's so hard to play defense nowadays. You got a strike zone where you can hit people. You get flagged for targeting. You get flagged for pass interference. That was beautiful. Great job in the end zone, making it a hard window to throw into, and when he caught it, making him feel it.
It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the 1st quarter stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. Quick pass on the jet motion. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. The Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, running back on the move. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
Fires to the right. And that ball is picked off. Taking it the other way. He's inside the 40. They make the tackle after the turnover, but second, there's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. First down here for the offense. Quick completion to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. They have relished this tight victory since the last time these two got together, Powell.
Yeah, it's just winning is beautiful. And when you beat your rival and you get those bragging rights, Palmer, it is a glorious thing for a whole year and sometimes longer.
Well, that's the best thing about rivalry games like this. For the winning team, whoever pulls this one out here today, their fans are going to be bragging about this one for a long time.
They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. In the red area, it's Connors. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. He's got it down the middle. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
This Rice offense has a nice-looking drive going. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Great running backs consistently make people miss. And he did a really good job of breaking one tackle, but he couldn't do it to the next, and to the next, and to the next. The offensive line going to have to do a lot better job, giving them some more space so we can get out in the open field and make some plays for this offense.
And they corral him at the 2-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Rice.
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Purdue is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Purdue, Pete, isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 4 over Notre Dame. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around, that make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense, creating the tackle for a loss on 1st down.
Throws for the tight end. Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd down, going up top. Got his man quickly. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Looking for a man. It's Warner. He's got his man. Hey, that's a live ball. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Feeling some heat. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit, too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be. Coordinator calling the plays.
This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. He's looking to throw. Safe completion on the screen. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of him.
A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Working the middle, it's complete. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several 1st downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
Rice going to work with another 1st and 10. To throw, it's Warner. The quick out.
How many 1st downs is that alone, just on this drive? The defense, they keep this up, they're going to get worn out and continue to have to play more and more guys. You got to do something to change this.
Fires to the right. Got him, and nobody's close. Touchdown, Owls! What a grab and go for the score. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hit in the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
17, Houston, 3.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He's able to sneak his way across the 20 and steps out at the 21. Here comes the Houston offense once again. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
Finds his man. It's Wilson.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. He hurls one deep down the left side. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. He was off to the races, and maybe another step or two and he would have scored, but they get it at the 21-yard line. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. It's starting to get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Smith wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. Touchdown Cougars. Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they close it to 17-10. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Campbell. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks so much, guys. And I need not tell you, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotion. And no surprise, we saw just that in the first half today. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on 3rd down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those 2 stats can help you break the will and help you come out on top. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Just about set to start the second half. Houston will kick it away. Coming out with it, it's Atkins. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right, that pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different-looking football.
Back to pass, it's Warner. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front. Bunch formation for these receivers. Back to the air one more time. Got the quick pass. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The Owls are moving quickly down the field. They'll try the run. He breaks a tackle.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Right back to the well. They finally make the stop at the big run. Is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. And the Owls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Connors. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football. They play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. What a snag by the defense. Bringing it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Most defenses are lucky if you have one good covering corner. Fewer are lucky if you have two. They've got 3 DBs, 3 corners that can play at the same time in their nickel package that they feel can go mano-a-mano with anyone in the country. And you saw it on that last play coming away with the pick.
Houston sending the offense back onto the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of bounce, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all.
Looking deep down the right side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down.
You know, if you want to run the ball up the middle, you're going to have to block that guy. I mean, nobody even touched him, and he slanted right into the backfield, made the tackle for loss.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He'll call for the fair catch here. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Now on 1st down from the 30. They'll put the tight end in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
You know, one of the tricky parts with play action for a quarterback is that when you turn your back to the defense to sell the play fake, you have no idea what's going on behind you. You don't know what the coverage has become, and you don't know which D linemen have won their one-on-ones. The worst thing is you turn around after the play fake, and bam! That defender's right in your face.
Not a lot of productivity on that last play. They'll try it again on 2nd and long from the 23. They go to the draw. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Draws and screens are a great way to slow down really aggressive pass rushers. It allows the defensive ends and the defensive tackles to run upfield. The offensive linemen kind of push them upfield, go down to the next level, try to sneak in a big play.
Looking downfield, it's Warner. Going for the big play. And that pass intercepted. He'll go out of bounds, but just what they needed to get the ball back.
And another mistake from this quarterback. That's back-to-back drives now that have resulted in interceptions. He's got to find a way to find something different, get in a better rhythm, start seeing the field better, Palmer, because he's not in a flow right now.
No, David, it looks like he's forcing the football a little bit, maybe trying to make up for that interception he threw on the last drive. But that last play, there was no way that football should have gone there. He could have gotten off of that and checked it down or thrown it away. This quarterback, he needs a breather right now. He's got to collect himself.
Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Going over the top. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. Houston will be forced to punt. Fair catch called for and made around the 20-yard line. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, moving behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
Looking left. It's complete. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but the Q did a great job there with the play-action fake. He really took his time and sold it. And that's what froze the linebackers in the second level of the defense to help make that completion a whole lot easier.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. They're trying to get to it. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
This defensive end is an animal. He already has 2 sacks, and we're only in the 3rd quarter. I'd move him around a little bit more defensively so that the offense has no idea where he's lining up. Because right now, man, he is feasting. 4th
down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. First down for this offense. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Going for the big play. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through three quarters for these two guys. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. Smith dropping to pass. Makes his connection. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Out of the gun, the inside give. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
At the 35, he's open. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making the tackle for a loss.
The loss. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
And this offense has gotten off to a good start on third down, but this is a different deal on 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Fires to the wideout. He makes a catch. There was tight coverage, but a perfect throw and catch, and they've got it at the 9, 1st and goal.
And that is a huge conversion on 3rd and long for the offense. I think a lot of people thinking, hey, we're just going to try to get a couple yards, help our kicker out here to kick a field goal. But instead, they get a massive play, and now all of a sudden they're thinking touchdown here, 1st and goal.
And this is the chance for this offense. A 1st and goal, 4th quarter, trying to tie the game up. They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Now it's 2nd and goal. The run up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. If they can get it in here, we could have a thrilling end to this game. It is 3rd and goal. Dances away from the heat. And the quick shuffle pass underneath. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. And this could prove to be the biggest play of the game. They'll go for it on 4th and goal. Not only will he not get in, they'll stop him behind the line at the 4. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. Shoots his way for more.
And every coach in America has a plan for this situation. The first 4 minutes of the game, the last 4 minutes of the game. How I'm going to construct my offense. Most of the time, I got to be physical. Run the football like right here. Run that clock. Get a few first downs, and I can end this football game on offense.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and they forced the incompletion.
Looking to throw, it's Warner. It's complete on the right side. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Got his man downfield. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Didn't have any better luck going back to him on 2nd down. Now they're staring at 3rd and 10. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The last 2 runs went headlong into a brick wall. Now 3rd and 10. Now on the counter. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. Wants to return it. Slips through the line. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. Smith wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught. Tackled after picking up the first down. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running.
Good enough for first down.
He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Deep shot for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath, because in the 4th quarter, you got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you. And that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like, forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
Back to the line after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 37. He's looking to throw. Starting to feel a little pressure. Across the 25, he's got room. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Steps away to find some room. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Lets it fly. And he's got it. He's got it for a touchdown. And here in the final minute, they're a single point behind.
massive score, now massive decision-making. Obviously, extra point ties the football game. Easy peasy, nice job. A two-point conversion, you win this thing. So I would kick it, but you know what? If you want to go for it, it's your decision.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. So you think this is automatic? They need this one badly. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the fourth. A very efficient five-play scoring drive. And what a huge score and extra point there to get it tied in the final minute. Here comes the kickoff as we are all tied up in the fourth quarter. Bringing it back. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. A pretty good bit of ground to cover here, Jesse, but they've got some time to work with. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Running toward the tape. He's at the 10. Who gives a hoot? The Owls do. It's a touchdown. And they've got the lead in the final minute.
And man, this game has been awesome. Some back and forth. Now you take the lead late. Nice job by the offense. And now you just need your defense to come through for you. One more time. One stop. Less than a minute remaining. Go out there. Finish this thing off.
On to attempt the try.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. Return and put this game in the hands of their defense to salt it away. The Houston offense comes onto the field. Okay, one possession game. You've got some time to work with, but you have to make... Gonna take a shot. What a grab along the left sideline. Got the foot down in a strong throw. Put it right on the money. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Smith dropping to pass. He's not afraid to go deep. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone. After the incompletion, here comes 2nd and 10 from the 32.
He just took a shot down the field, didn't get it, so you've got time for one more.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's incomplete, and the final drive comes up empty, and the ball game is over. They say every game counts the same in the standings, and that is true, but there are some games that no matter what the coaches say, they just mean a little more, and they hurt a little more if you lose.
They do, and that's a fact, and every player will tell you that. There are some games that are highlighted before the season that this game matters more, and it's not that the other ones don't matter. It's just that the hate runs so deep for some of these rivalries and some of these kids that grew up across the street from each other that went to different schools, Jesse. You can feel it.